government's agenda around taxes and NAFTA, both are exemplary of initiatives that had really run their course and needed to be redesigned. I mean, the early premise of NAFTA was really special and the right thing, but now as we can see how trade has evolved, it needs a modernization. The tax system as well really represented an era before the global economy had shaped the way it is.
So you're in favor of reworking them, clearly?
Yeah, I think it's really important that they be reworked because it gets us to what I call a new state of equilibrium. CEOs really expect change. What they can't really deal with is unexpected change. So the equilibrium in tax and trade is a really big advantage as that's negotiated.
What do you think would affect Ford more this year? More deregulation from the government or a huge change in NAFTA?
I think the government's got the right approach to trying to do what's best, you know, for our economy, for workers. So everything that's come out of Ford in this last year is about creating jobs. We've created more jobs in America than we had 5 years ago. And these policies that are being negotiated only make that better. So we're in a really good position to benefit from some of the things that you're reading about.
And are you trying to give input on that? Do you ever contact the White House and just try and say, well, let's try and get the best deal here?
Yeah, the government's been really great about reaching out and involving people about how does this really work. I mean, it's the thing I'm most proud of, actually, is that it's kind of the businesses aren't sitting there controlling any of these. They're just explaining what is it like to compete so that you can appreciate what does it take for us to win business and keep people working. And that's finding its way into the negotiations.
When you finish eventually as CEO one day, how do you want to leave Ford? How do you see this company in 10 years' time, let's say?
You know, when Bill Ford came to me and asked me if I wanted to do this job, originally I was hesitant because, first of all, I thought there's better people than I, and secondly, I think that, you know, I ran a company for 20 years, but now that I've been in it, I'm so enthused about the opportunity to take this capability that we're talking about here at the show and create kind of a new world, a new civic freedom, and then marry that with the passion that people have for the vehicles. And so when I leave, I want that sense of, boy, you were able to help us turn a corner to a modern view of the company.
But do you think it'll look more like a tech company or more like a car company?
Well, the interesting thing about technology, if you read Kevin Kelly's book, What Technology Wants, eventually we don't think of it as adjacent. It just is. So I think Ford just is a company that embraces technology and the products that it's making.